I personally love the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. It's been a lot of fun, but there have been some problems that I noticed and I want to talk about them today in hopes that they are fixed by the time of the release of the game. We're going to start with some of the big stuff and then move on to the littler stuff. The first is that playing with friends is abysmal. The squad gameplay seems like it would be good to have 4 friends come in, join a squad, and roll out together, but it doesn't really go that way. In Battlefront 1, it was easy because I personally play with 3 other friends, so we'd all partner up, and we just partner spawn on each other, and we just have the 2 pairs run in together and partner spawn on each other. It worked, and in this game we were very excited because now we're going to have squads. But the squads work in a really, really weird way. When you spawn in, it puts you into a empty squad, and then you have 10 seconds and people will start joining your squad as they also spawn in. But that's about it. The squad doesn't do anything, they're not highlighted differently on your map. I'm pretty sure you get a bit more battle points if you stay near the whole squad, but the squad always splits up, and at this point they're kind of useless, and I really don't understand. They seem to be taking some sort of different approach because they seem to want to encourage party gameplay. They even added voice chat in game for parties, but at the same time the squads just don't support it, and I don't know if this is something that they're gonna work on and change and it's just something they haven't done yet, but it's just really strange to me that they haven't really got anything with these squads that's meaningful. The second thing that I personally have a problem with is the heroes. In the last game there was this big force where you could spawn in as a hero and dominate, and that wasn't exactly good, and now they've kind of taken the exact opposite approach, where now the heroes are sort of useless. You might rack up a couple kills and they're kind of squishy now. Now this might mean that heroes just need a lot more skill now, and that is okay, and we'll have to see how that pans out, but I don't know, I feel like they need to find some sort of mid-ground. They're only 5,000 battle points, maybe they could ramp that up to even 6,000 or 7,000 battle points, which would be very expensive, but if they were more leveled in between what Battlefront 1 and this game currently have the hero power be, and just kind of be a really nice mid-ground, then maybe we will get some better hero gameplay, because right now they're fun, but you will die within seconds. I've played heroes a couple times in this beta, and almost every single time I haven't even been able to get a kill with them. But that could always chalk down to me not being very good at them yet, and in the final release people have more time to practice. Now this next problem has to do with the maps. Both the maps that we got for the ground troop was Takodana and Naboo Theed. Now both these maps were fun, but they had a lot of problems with them. With Naboo, they had this weird thing where when the droids pushed back, it like put you out of the combat zone, and it would not give you a timer, so you wouldn't die in this non-combat zone, but you had to like fall back, and it didn't say fall back, so people would be kind of confused. And then the big problem for people was that if you were fighting people and the droids broke through the doors, all of the clones would get trapped and would die. There's no way to get around it, which I found really strange. They had a lot of things with the map where you can get trapped easily, and the game mode would sort of break what the people were doing. And in the Takodana map, it was just kind of poorly designed. There was this one spot where the First Order troopers have to deliver a package to the ship, but the Resistance can so easily bottleneck that area that there's not even a point playing as the First Order. As badass as you might feel, you will lose every single time. Now this will obviously be hammered out before the release, but this was a very glitchy beta. Just running around would always find some sort of glitch, which isn't really an issue, but there were some pretty massive ones. If you were playing as a hero, you'd probably just teleport to the side. I was playing a game of Strike, and then my game sort of glitched out for about 2 minutes, and then it put me into the middle of a galactic assault battle, just out of nowhere. It was really confusing and weird, and when I joined that game, I was this invisible creature thing, and I couldn't see any other player models, and little glitches like this annoy me for the beta. It makes me kind of worried for the full game. They might be biting off too much that they can chew, because these are 2 maps for the beta that normally for the beta they've got a very stable version. but this time they've got a lot of glitches, and it makes me scared that they might have some glitches for the full game. And my final problem, that is actually kind of huge, is that it feels like a totally different game. It doesn't feel like a sequel to the original Battlefront. They didn't really pull anything that was good about the original Battlefront and bring it here, but they did bring back things like the EE4, and it's still super overpowered, and I just don't understand. There were some good things in Battlefront 1, but they've just kind of assumed that everyone hates it, and they've totally revamped it, which in some ways is good, but there were some good things in Battlefront 1. Now, I just want to say this again, because I know I'm going to get a bunch of comments saying that I apparently now hate Battlefront 2, because that's what happens here on YouTube. So I just want to say it again. I love Battlefront 2, and the beta's been a blast, but I have some problems that need to be fixed by the release, and that's all it is. So don't worry, I actually do still like the game. Make sure to hit that like button so I know what type of content you guys want to see. The more likes this video gets, the more I know what type of content you guys like and what you don't like. Hit that subscribe button to see more content weekly. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great day.